excitement in one of them and still have my dignity with the other. Very cool. It is awesome to see you guys. Thank you so much for being here and putting up with me. This is wonderful and delightful. It gives me pleasure smile. For those of you that have wandered in here on accident, wondering if this is some sort of crocheting panel, it is not. You do not want me to crochet for you. It would be a horrible, horrible mess. It's so good to see everybody. It's look at all this. Everyone's here. We've got cosplay rocking. Hello. Nice, very cool. Oh, so I was gonna do this for you guys. Let's see. So, I was signing just a bit ago. Let me call up my Twitter here. I'm gonna send out a tweet. So, and I'm gonna ask you guys. I saw this guy who was on security staff when we were signing, and he had cool pierced ears. And I said, I wonder if I could pull that off. And he goes, yeah, I think you could. And so I said, okay, I'll make a deal with you. D. Gray Man's coming back, right? So if I get to voice Alan again, I'll get both my ears pierced. Does that sound okay? I'm gonna tweet it out. So I'm gonna tweet it out right now. What am I doing? And we'll see how it goes. Let's see. What's that? Who? Oh, gauges. I thought. No, I'm just gonna get the normal stuff. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm gonna use this dictation. Okay. If I get to voice Alan Walker in D. Gray Man again, comma. It says T. Gray Man. I will pierce my ears. Period. Deal? Question mark? Hashtag Haberwalker. Alright, here we go. I got it corrected here. Oh, I changed it to D. Gray Man. It's his T. Good thing my mom is not on Twitter, because if she were, I'd get a phone call right now. Son, what are you doing piercing your ears, son? You will get a disease. She, I just got a tweet from Vic. A text message from Vic. So here's the deal. How many of you have seen that swimming video? On Free. There's a swimming video where Vic and I race. Now what he's doing is he's showing that video and saying like, I beat Todd fair and square. Now technically, he did beat me, but let me explain. A month before, he starts training for it. He's not gonna tell you that part. He used to be a competitive swimmer in college. He's not gonna tell you that part. But so technically he did beat me in that race. But I was looking at it like, oh, we're just gonna like have, we're just gonna have a good time. We're just gonna go swim and like have a little tomfoolery, a little swimming malfeasance, and yes, a little swimming malfeasance. And so then when we raced, he's like, we get up on these big tofu blocks, and then I'd never done that before. I didn't know what the diving stance was, and he goes, you ready? And I go, okay, here we go. And then I dove in, and then he's smoking me on this thing. Now listen, he's 20 years older than me. Do you think that had he not trained and I not trained, it would have been a little bit different? Come on. So, when we did the race, he had no pointers for me at the beginning. Then after we did it, he goes, yeah, that T in the water, that's what you're supposed to spin around and kick off. And oh yeah, those blocks, you dive off of them into the, you gotta do. He gave me all these helpful tips after he beat me. But beforehand, I don't know how to swim. Oh gosh, I don't know. Oh, you just get in the water. So, that's what happened. Because I had people coming up to me when I would come in and record at Funimation, they'd be like, man, Vic is like really doing his homework on this swimming thing. And I'm like, oh, well, I'm just gonna go and we'll just swim. So, listen, that's the deal. I have no problem telling you he beat me, because he did, because he trained! I would hope that he would beat me if he started training a month before. Good Lord, if he didn't, he's doing something wrong. Bye, Felicia. So, anyway, I'm very happy to be here. You may have heard of me, hopefully, in shows like Naruto and Bleach, and Soul Eater, with Dead the King. Hikaru and Warren High School Host. Natsu and Fairy Tail. So much fun. We've got Haru and Free, as we mentioned, where I swim a lot better in that show. Fiero and Bacano. We've got also Camero and Sergeant Frog, Alan Walker and Dean Grayman, Italy and Natalia. So much fun. All these roles are a blast. Every time someone's like, if we did this show, if they did another season of this show, would you do it again? Of course, I would love. That'd be like saying, hey, if you ate all that dark chocolate cake and you turned around and there was another one, would you have a slice? Of course I would have a slice. It's good to see everybody. Right on, that's pretty righteous, very cool. I am, just to tell you a little bit about me, hello again, good to see you. I'm a lover of great movies like The Force Awakens. Spoiler alert, Jar Jar dies in it if you haven't. Very cool. Hello. Hi everybody, looking good. Hi, hello, thank you for being here. Very cool, nice to see you. Hello. Hi, how you doing? What was your name again? Thank you. I'm trying to remember. Very cool. I went to this, to the dealer room. Wait, one more of those. I went to the dealer room, a lot of cool stuff there. Did anyone buy something awesome in the room? Do you have anything?
Yeah.
Oh, let's see what you got. What did you get in the dealer room? Whoa, you look cleaned up. What's in your bags here? Let's check it out. Delicious. Oh, no. Some DVDs. Hey, Fairy Tail. Nice. Excellent. Very cool. Wait a minute, you got 2 copies of Collection 1? Oh, both 1 and 2. Okay, there we go. Very nice, very nice. Awesome. Who else got some good stuff? Did you get that? Very cool. I like it. I love the artwork that I find at conventions because I have too much of it. I have no more wall space for any artwork. Let's see. What else did you got some, what is that? Did you, right there. Oh, now I remember that. Okay. There we go. Some Summer Wars. Awesome. Oh, you got some old school Sega games. Very cool. Doom. The first game where I'm like, am I gonna throw up if I keep playing this? Oh, very nice. Excellent. Love it. Salamanda. Kariuno. Let's say Pop-Tarts. What flavor? Chocolate caramel. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. S'mores. That's the way to go. S'mores. Okay, tip for me. Soul Eater, Usa-chan, and you've degraded Usa-chan by bolting straps into its back to show it. You better behave and put clothes on. This is what happens to bunnies that don't wear clothes. We make you a backpack. Very cool, I love it. Very nice, love the hat. Oh, I like that. Oh yes, very cool. Hey, did you see the death battle between Charizard and Digimon and all that fun? You did? I got to voice Ty in that. How was that cool? I got to voice Ty? Very cool. What is that sloth's name? What is it? What is it? Eggroll? I think he said Laszlo. I'm like, from Grand Theft Auto? Like, that's pretty awesome. Very cool, got some good stuff. Okay, hey, there's the book. Have yourself. If you look through it, do you like it? Thank you, very cool. You know, the artwork that's done in that Have Selfie book is done by artists I found at conventions. So I wanted to include that kind of synergy there, because obviously you guys see all this beautiful artwork in the dealer room. People work hard on it. That's a huge mutant bunny. What's that bunny's name? What, Bun Bun? Bun Bun. Is it a boy or a girl? Can you hold it up? I want to see what kind of vibe I get from it. Getting a lot of testosterone from that. I'm gonna say it's a roid-raging male. Is that cool? There you go. Oh, you got a little alpaca? That one needs to eat a little bit. That's a tiny little baby thing. Oh, I thought you said he has a crown and has LASIK, and he's purple. I'm like, wow, that's a very forward-thinking alpaca. LASIK, okay. Very nice, you got a flag there. You don't have to surrender to me, we're all friends here. Body pillow, nice, excellent. Yeah! Cool little hat in the back. Very nice, yes, the bag, awesome. I love it. Wow, you guys are cleaning up at this dealer room. That's why I like going to Comic-Con, because of all the cool stuff that you can get in the dealer room. How many people have been to San Diego Comic-Con before? There we go. And so, when you enter San Diego Comic-Con, to get from this wall to that wall, let's say, that's, what would you say, 45 minutes? About 45 minutes to walk from that end to that end. That's at a normal, because there's so many people. What I like to do is I go and I see my friends and panels and stuff, but I don't like waiting in the, like these lines are like 8 hours long, some of these panel lines. Just watch it online. You get a better view. That's what I was talking about earlier today. Like they'll show you, like the Star Wars panel, you would have waited for that thing for 2 days. Are there people in here that wait for like tech and stuff like that for a week before it comes out? You're at the store waiting in line? Or when it's time for a movie to come out, like Batman vs. Superman, you're there 3 days early to wait, because the movie feels like it's 3 days long when you watch it. Anyway, in the back, you like to wait for tech? I love technology, but I'm a lazy boy. I like to just pre-order and get there. What's the longest that you waited for a piece of technology? You waited 10 days? How did you go to the facilities and... What's that? You just went. I'm wearing pants, I can wash them. What about showering? You just, listen. Oh, okay, you had tents, okay. Now was your work upset with you? Because they're like, listen, do you have enough iPhone to share for everybody, or are you just getting this for yourself? You work what? Oh, your work was not upset because you called and just lied to them. Love it. I love building that trust with your work. I loved, this is my very first, for those of you that weren't at opening ceremonies and didn't hear, this was my very first convention 8 years ago. A lot has happened in that 8 years. Let me tell you. I discovered I was from the planet Krypton. And I discovered that my dad was very handsome and looked like Russell Crowe. But I haven't been back since, so it's really fun to come back and come to Boston. Earlier today, Fuzzy is the guy that I'm working with this weekend. We went to the Green Dragon Tavern. Have you guys ever been there? It's like this old tavern from 1657. And when primordial ooze was just leaking out of the ground and saying, hey, I need a drink, I'm thirsty. And then a beer popped up. That's kind of what happened to us. It was very, very cool. So it's cool to see the history of this town. How many people are from Boston? How many people are not? And how many people are from the area? How many people like desserts? How many people like air? Those people in the back, no! Air, get out of here. Like literally, that whole back row is like, I only breathe it because I have to. Peer pressure. My lungs are like, come on, man, everybody's doing it. Your brain's like, yeah, man, come on, you want to breathe that air. Don't pressure me, brain. I'll breathe air when I want to breathe air. I want to hold my breath. Anyway, so Boston's awesome. The food is deliciously fried. Oh my gosh, how many people have heard of Star Trek Continues? Awesome. How many people have not heard of Star Trek Continues? You guys don't like air, do you? Seal the doors. Okay, well, Star Trek Continues. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about Star Trek Continues because, and I'll mention how it ties into the fried stuff. So in Star Trek Continues, Vic Haberkorn Mignogna, it's a hyphenated last name because I'm the husband, he's going to take my last name. But he loves the original series of Star Trek. And if you're a big original series Star Trek fan, then Star Trek Continues is where it's at, man. I tell you what. So he wanted to continue the original 5-year mission. Now there are only 3 seasons of the 5-year mission. So it got canceled. So what Vic decided to do was to pick up right where it left off and continue that mission. And so what he did was he got the resources together out of his own pocket for building the sets to the tune of like 150,000. He built the sets. We have an 18,000 square foot facility in Georgia. And we filmed these episodes there with professional crew from all over the US. We have on our crew, if you guys remember, the original Scotty was named James Doohan. His son, Chris Doohan, is our Scotty. And so it's a lot of fun to hear him talk about going to the sets with his dad and how they had the Star Trek tunics. He had 8 red original tunics in his house, but they didn't know they were going to be worth anything, so they're like washing the car with them, treating them like rags, so they're pretty much destroyed, but he had them. Our Sulu is Grant Imahara from Mythbusters. He's pretty cool. He's a very tiny, tiny man, but he's so smart. Also, I didn't know this, he built the R2-D2 for episodes 1 through 3. It's pretty groovy. We have, who else do we have? We have these great guest stars on our show. For our first episode, we had the original Apollo. Apollo was in the original series, and he took on Kirk and the Enterprise, and he came back and reprised his role 45 years later. He came out of retirement and did this. We've had Lou Ferrigno as a guest. We've had Colin Baker, one of the Doctor Who's, as a guest. Aaron Gray from Battlestar Galactica, so we've had a lot of fun guests. Recently, Rod Roddenberry came to the sets, rocked it out with us. It was really, really cool. Guys from Pixar who like created, hey, this is what I think Buzz Lightyear should look like. Who created Buzz Lightyear? They wrote our scripts and designed stuff for us. And we have originally composed music from a professor from Yale who went in at RIT. They had a full 40-member orchestra compose music for it. So I mean, this is heavy duty. This is, if you love, like we have an episode, if you love the original Mirror Mirror episode, where we see the evil version of everyone on the Enterprise, we've done a continuation of that episode to see what happens. But Vic is awesome and very intelligent about filmmaking and this production. It's amazing. You should check it out. It's online. Star Trek Continues. Please check it out. Support it. I play Spock in it. And it takes me 3 hours a day to get into makeup at 5:30 in the morning East Coast time, so that's really 2:30 in the morning my time, and I am a grumpy, grumpy bastard at that time. I really don't like getting up that early, but I gotta get my ears and my bowl haircut on point. It's a lot of fun to work on the show. We've just completed our 6th and 7th episode, and our 6th episode is actually going to premiere at MegaCon in Florida. Our special effects are done by Doug Drexler, Academy Award-winning Doug Drexler, who is Star Trek royalty. He's a really cool guy. Also, some of our effects in our 5th episode were done by the people that do the special effects for Sharknado. So that was kind of fun. We'll tie in there. But we have a lot of fun doing it. My hair doesn't like it because everyone thinks that's a wig, but it's like, no. That's half a bottle of hairspray, lots of straightening and combing of my hair. Like literally at the end of the shoot, my hair hurts. And like she goes, wow, like I'm barely touching your hair. I go, yes, and it hurts. Thank you. Thank you, come again. And so it's a lot of fun to work on the show. I get to, I'm voicing in a lot of fun things like this show called Dagashi Kashi, which comes out every Wednesday, new episodes. I'm working on Snow White with the red hair, which is a lot of fun. I play a character named Raj. I work on, what else are we working on? There's so many things I can't talk about. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about some of these things, but there's a Brothers Conflict, yeah, that's a fun one. I get to live out my cross-dressing fantasies in that show. Yeah, baby, kind of playing a little Caitlyn Jenner, yeah. Putting on some size 14 heels, yeah. So it's a lot of fun to work on that show. There's a lot of stuff that I can't talk about, and I want to spill the beans, but of course, more Fairy Tale we're working on. I recently did the English track of Ip Man 3, so that's the one where he fights Mike Tyson. There's Donnie Yen did the Ip Man series, so 1, 2, and 3, and I've been his character the whole time. Ip Man's this is great. If you like live action martial arts movies, these are good movies. And I fight Mike Tyson at the end. I went up to the engineer of the thing and I go, listen, if I gave you $500,000 to take one punch for Mike Tyson in the face, would you do it? And they had to think about it. And I'm telling you, yeah, Mike Tyson is actually the one punch man. He's knocked out a guy in 8 seconds. Yeah, I mean, the force of his punch in his heyday was 1,600 pounds of pressure. That's the weight of some cars. That's how much his punch is to the face. And so I said, 500 grand, go ahead. And he thought about it, and so he said, yeah, I would do that. And so I went to the bank, took out $500,000. I went to Mike Tyson's house, made him very upset. I ran very quickly with him chasing me. And then at the last second when I was about to take the punch, I ducked, and my friend that said he would do it for 500 grand took the punch in the face. And now he's in the eternal high rise, and I had $500,000 to myself. So, no, that didn't happen. He didn't do it. No. I'd be in jail for an accessory to murder. But no, I don't think I would. Would you take the punch to the face from Mike Tyson? For me either. That just sounds like that's almost the equivalent. I saw this one YouTube video of a guy petting a centipede, and the centipede was trying to eat. Now you know centipedes are horribly venomous, right? Centipedes, millipedes, all that kind of stuff. They'll kill you. Like they bite you, you're done. And he was poking it when it was trying to eat. And then it turned around and like did the thing where it comes to the camera drops, and you don't know what happened to the cameraman. They died or became part centipede themselves or whatever. I've seen that with a spider video. Did you guys see that spider video? There's a big spider on the wall, and the guy's got his phone, and he's like reaching out to tap its leg to touch it, and it skitters away a little bit, and he reaches up to touch it again, and it skitters away, and then he touches it one more time, and he goes, that's it. And he goes up his arm and towards the camera. Oh man, I will punch a spider. No way. I don't do spiders, I don't do roaches. None of that. If spiders and roaches had a baby, I would not touch them. I would let them into my house and be polite to them and maybe offer them 1 cup of water. But past that, they have to get out. I can't stand roaches. One time when I was a kid, there was a chair I lived on the beach. There was a chair in the living room. So I'm walking into the room and I saw this brown thing on the chair as a little kid. I said, what is that? And then it flew towards me. It was a flying roach. At that time, I activated my flash powers and I ran out of the room like the Flash. That's only when bugs are involved do I activate my superpowers, sadly. One of my superpowers is I can fly in a plane if it's flying. It's not incredibly helpful, but I can turn escalators into stairs. That's another fun superpower. But anyway, so there's lots of fun stuff going on. Do you guys have any questions for me? Yes, I saw your hand. Oh yeah, I'm a true Italian because I don't like spiders and roaches having babies? Oh, I run away as fast as I can. That's another one. Oh yeah, that'd be great. Run around with that mic. You pick people then. I want them mad at you if I don't pick them.
I'll start from the back and work forward. All right. Is that you making that noise?
No.
What was like voicing some 2 characters from Pokemon?
Working on Pokemon, working on as Sharon and Tierno was a lot of fun. I love traveling to Manhattan where Pokemon records and working out there. There's historic studios at the Duart Building. Very, very cool studio in Manhattan. I love New York. I love visiting there. I don't think I want to live there. I love living in LA. That's my place. And you may be saying, but Todd, what about the traffic? I didn't say I love the traffic. I said I loved LA. In fact, when people move to LA, what I'll do is I'll say, if they moved within the past month, I'm like, how many breakdowns have you had mentally? And usually it's between 2 and 3, and it's all because of the traffic. I had my breakdown when I first moved to LA, and it was just like a quick little Death Star explosion for a second. Then I got it under control, and I was fine. But man, that traffic, if you've not been to LA, it's brutal. I know you guys say, oh, but Boston has wicked traffic, but it's not like LA. Wicked pizza.
Todd,
Hi.
I know that you've done a lot of voice work over the years, but which character do you personally like the close to home for you?
Which character hits close to home? I would say little aspects of all of them except the villains do. Like, that's my answer. No. Alan Walker from D. Gray Man is one. Because, you know, I've dealt with the troubled, you know, family life. And also, he just wants to help people and do good and things like that. And I like doing good. Sometimes I am bad. Like sometimes I like to do bad when I see spiders and roaches. I saw these black widows at my uncle's pool, and I told my cousin, I go, give me the torch. So he brought me that lighter, the long lighter, for lighting candles, and I lit that sucker up until its booty popped. Its booty clapped. It was bad news. I made it rain fire. Hi.
Todd, now, in the anime Sergeant Frogs, what was it like to voice your main character, Sergeant Carolo?
Carol, he was a lot of fun. Carol Alfonso. That was a great time to work on that show because it was one of the few comedic shows where I got to do a lot of improv and it stayed in, and that was a blast to work on. Everyone sounded really good in it. I love the seiyuu for Kyoro. She's a lot of fun. And that's such a unique voice. Like to hear her to do that is amazing. I got to meet the seiyuu for Kiroro and Joju Nakata, who was also Alucard in Helsing. And we were on a panel, and
He talks like this. And he turned to me and he said, that right there. He said, Mr. Todd, you want to do Carol chant?
And I really didn't understand what he was saying. And then he goes,
Giro, 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 giro.
and I was like, oh, get him. It was really cool. It was a lot of fun. He's a sweet man who signs in on Facebook maybe once every summer solstice.
Hi Todd, how's it going?
You know what? Doing good enough.
That's
Thank
good.
you.
So I had a question that relates to Fairy Tale actually. So my question is there any character that you feel from Fairy Tale that just doesn't get enough love from other people in general?
Clue.
Yes.
Come on, if a character's gonna walk around naked 100% of the time, at least give him a little love. He or she, whatever Clue is. I just know that I'm wildly attracted to Clue. I don't know what that means.
All right, that's your question.
Hi, Todd. Oh, hi, Todd. I just wanted to ask, how in Free Eternal Summer, how was it to play the very
Put the mic closer to your
how was it to play the very sweet friendship with all the boys, Mako and Rin especially?
Oh, well, you know, Haru, yeah, he's a sweet guy, and it's fun to be sweet with other of his half-naked friends, I guess. We really don't like wearing clothes that much in that show, and I wonder if we're ever gonna do like Expendables do, like when they're making the Expendables, if we make a female version of Free, same costumes, it'd be weird. But hashtag hentai. But it's fun to voice on Free. All those, everyone sounds really good in that show. I feel like Johnny sounds good, Ian, Vic sounds really good in the show. It was a blast to be a part of it. When I got the call to be a part of it, because we didn't actually audition for the show, we got called by the director of production, and he goes, "We're working on this show called Free. It's a swimming show. Would you like to play the lead, Haru?" And it's always amazing to me when directors call me up and ask me if I want to play the lead in blah 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 blah. I'm like, bro, that's like taking me to the state fair and saying, "Do you want a fried Twinkie?" If you want that, if you do, and I'm like, yes. What if it's like, and Sergeant continues, the fried thing. So I bought a deep fryer because we were sitting at dinner and people didn't believe me because I was telling them about the State Fair of Texas. It's like the world's oldest state fairs. I don't know, some crazy trait with it. But if you've never been to Texas, specifically if you've never been to the Texas State Fair that happens every year, They have the following items you can get fried, if I remember correctly. Because I took my film crew there and we went and had every single fried thing. Can you imagine spending $150 on fried foods? That's not good! So it was butter, Coke, salad, peanut butter and jelly, Oreos, Twinkies, pumpkin pie, chocolate chip cookie dough, Reese's peanut butter cups. My God, so good. Hurt so good. Fried Cuban sandwich. Come on, baby, make it hurt so good. What else was fried? Oreos, fried ice cream.
Twinkies.
Not fried pasta, they're lost. Fried. What'd you say? Pickle. Did they have fried? I don't know. A lot of fried stuff, things that have no business being fried. It's kind of like in Hellboy when the bad guy's like, I'm gonna open this portal. It's like, no, that's a bad idea. It's like, no one has that filter when it comes to frying things in Texas. No one says, don't fry salad, it's gonna be too powerful. Yeah, the deep fried ice cream they had, it was okay. It's hard as a rock because you have to deep freeze it. But I went out and got a deep fryer. It got all these foods to deep fry, and people looked at me like I had read from the Necronomicon. Until they had the fried Oreos. Then they embraced their Deadite centers, and it was awesome. Next question, talking to that there, Mike. Hello.
Hi. I'm actually writing a book myself, and I actually want to ask about the character from FMA.
Yes, FMA, yeah.
Yeah, and I was wondering, how did you like playing this game?
Oh, being Ling in Full Metal? Yeah, that was a lot of fun. It was cool to join. I was actually recording Natalia at the time, and we were taking a break, and the director of Full Metal comes in and goes, I have this role for you to play. He's a prince. Do you want to do it? Again, with the question of like, do you want to do this role? Of course, guys, if you're going to be casting directors, never worry about saying, do you want to, like, I'll do it. I'll do it. It's a lot of fun. And so, he goes, I have this prince I want you to play. I go, what show is it for? And he goes, oh, don't worry about it. You'll see when you get in the booth. And when I got in the booth, I saw the red jacket, the blonde hair, the shortness. And I was like, bam, I'm joining the legacy. And so it was a lot of fun. It's the same feeling I had when I joined DBZ as Jocko. And so that was a lot of fun too, yeah. Absolutely.
After playing Death the Kid, did you care more about symmetry?
I will say that's why I'm considering 2 earrings, not just one. For those of you that were there for that discussion at Autograph, did I not say I need both for symmetry? Yeah, see what I'm talking about? So, we'll see. You know what? Let's see what people said about if I should get the... Let's see. I'm gonna look real fast. Oh, okay, we've got some responses. Let's see what people say. Oh. I did. Yo, I'm at the panel right now. Get your ears pierced. Someone says yes, boo. Someone says, of course. Someone says gauges. No! Someone says deal. Someone says do it. Yes. Yas. That sounds so perfect. Hey! Turn up at this panel though. You know what that means. You're gonna look good. I know you will voice Ellen again. This needs to happen. Will it be your first time piercing your ears? My ears, yes. Ayo! Let's see. Hope this new series we can see. Yes, I started a thing. No, I'm the one that tweeted it. Let's see. I would love it. Yes. I got that. Oh. You're selling your soul and body. I'm not selling my body. That would hurt.